Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Athaariq Adinilachry. I'm from K419. Okay, I will do presentation about communication, student anxiety, and speaking skill practice. Okay, let's see. We start from abstract. Student majoring in communication believe that their nervousness when speaking will affect their life. It will either limit their employment opportunities or cause them to perform poorly at work. In the digital era, English speaking is very important to communicate with other member of an organization. There are limited discussion about speaking anxiety in ESP class and student majoring in communication. Studies are expected to convey their message persuasively in an organization. Okay, we move to introduction. Whether there is a pandemic or not, everyone needs to a job. To meet basic human needs, everyone requires work. Student majoring in communication studies will use the teaching and organization experiences they receive at university to find work rapidly. They will no doubt learn to communicate well in both their tongue and English as an international language on campus. Language teacher will explore uh, future in further into the level of anxiety in speaking English for improved language learning and to aid their jobs and academic subject. Language skill help human being to improve their communication skill. Okay. We move to discussion, finding and discussion. The interview result show that the student have confidence problems speaking in public. Respondent one has as opinion that his pronunciation skill is inferior to this friend in speaking class. Other student also struggle with feeling confident to speak English about advertisement as them. From Sari said, explained that most students were not confident to talk English uh, in front of the lecture or even in front of uh, the class where everyone was watching, and this phenomenon was called communication apprehension. Not all of students experience these problems, but less confident students have some signal. For example, respondent 19 admit that the heart rate racing based on interview, and the student repeatedly wipe his palm under his pants based on observation. Physical manifestation of communication anxiety were racing heart, sweaty palms, and shakingness by Brack 2017. The type of communication student anxiety. Based on observation, student majoring in communication studies can perform English speaking skill in front of the class. If happen because the selected participant have been through some basic English course before the researcher conduct the research. There, there is speaking anxiety in ESP class, but the form of language anxiety are various. The study conclude there are three types of student anxiety. It uh, includes momentary anxiety or state anxiety, threat anxiety or specific anxiety, and situational or behavior anxiety there that occurs because of a student participant. Student strategies to reduce speaking anxiety. In the modern era, the study believes that technology and learning support have a role to reduce speaking anxiety in ESP class, especially for students majoring in communication studies. These strategies are in line with Putra Barat and Simanjuntas. Perceptive, perceptive to reduce speaking anxiety, media intervention, and learning support. Moreover, a presentation skill is not an easy task because three are a lot of effort as if it and each student has different background knowledge in English speaking as a unique way to achieve it. Okay, we move to conclusion. Throughout the study, speaking anxiety considerably exists among the students majoring in communication studies at Unisba, Blitar. The researcher uh, draw conclusion that three main factors in English speaking anxiety exist: communication, apprehension, fear of negative acceptance, and test anxiety. Despite despite many obstacles in English speaking, some students have found that YouTube is a supportive medium in learning to speak, such as learning grammar and learning vocabulary. Others have found that teacher is the main factor in speaking skill, and close friend can be the teacher's substitution. As shown in the finding, one student has trait anxiety, 10 students have state anxiety, and the remaining 8 students have situation specific anxiety. Okay, I think that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.